everybody, I'm Cadet Bell and I'll be teaching you how to shine shoes and boots. First thing you're going to need is a boot. Second thing you'll need is a lighter. Just any standard lighter will do. And next thing we'll need is some shoe polish. Got basic shoe polish for applying the first couple layers, and then parade gloss to get the final shine. Parade gloss is just going to be just like regular Kiwi polish, but it's going to have the gold parade logo. Alright, next thing we'll need is some cotton balls. And for cotton balls, just regular cotton balls, I use pretty much one per layer. And then I'm going to need a rag to clean off the boot initially, or the shoe, and a little bit of water to get the cotton, to apply the polish from the cotton ball. Alright, and when we start with the boot, this is what it's going to normally look like. This is about 2 to 3 layers of polish already. And on a boot, we're just going to concentrate on the toe of the boot and the heel of the boot in this area right here. The sides don't worry about, because the polish will actually crack off and you won't continue to have a shine. But you want to make sure that everything's clean, and this area right in between here, sometimes dirt collects from there from marching, so you're going to want to clean this and then edge dressing along the edge afterwards. So first thing we're going to do is going to clean the boot. So we clean off the toe, clean off the heel of the boot, swiping it down with the rag, and then open the parade gloss container, pour a little bit of water into the parade gloss container, and it's not going to be a whole lot of water, just enough to fill the bottom. That's going to be it for the beginning. Next is to take one of the cotton balls, bunch it up pretty tight, just a little bit of water, like not even enough to fill your fingertips wet. Rub it around in the shoe polish. You're going to get it to where you've got a little bit of shoe polish just on the beginning. You're going to have about that much. It's not caking on or too much, just a little bit of polish. Alright, next, start on the toe of the boot. Now I always start from the center and just work small circles out. And this way it's going to work. We're going to start from the top, just going out in counterclockwise circles. So all you're going to do to apply the first layer of polish. And once you've got it pretty evenly spread across, you don't want to spend too much time on the base layers, because the base layers are going to be about 5 layers before you're actually going to start parade gloss. Now you just start the lighter, move around here, and you may notice while you're doing it that it looks like it gets shined up, but it's just because the polish is hot. It will actually lose its shine really quick, so you're not going to shine your shoes doing this. You're just going to put the layers on. And then once you do that, you've got one layer of polish on. Let it dry for a little bit. You can move to the heel and apply using the same one, because on this one, you're just putting the polish onto the shoe, so you don't need to actually worry about shining it up. You're just going to apply the polish. And here you're going to start with an arc kind of around the corner, from here all the way around to the back side. And same thing, just working in small circles around. Work around the boot, you add one layer, and while the front one's drying from a lighter, you're just going to do the back one, same thing, just light it up. And lots of people think that polish will burn or catch on fire, but it won't. So all you do is just add that. This is going to be very dull, it's not even going to look like you really did anything, but this is just base coats. Alright, so once you've done the heel and the toe, you're going to do about 5 or 6 layers of that, and then on the 5th or 6th layer, you're going to get a new cotton ball, and polish this one up all the way. It's as shiny as you can get it, but this is just going to be with regular polish. And so we'll start on the toe again, same thing, doing the small circles. You're going to press a little bit harder on this one because you're wanting it to smooth out. So you're going to move around the toe of the boot. Okay, and then once you're finishing up with this final coat, for the base coats, you're going to get a new cotton ball, and we're going to move on to using parade gloss. And the parade gloss, you only need 1 or 2 coats to actually finish it off. This is what the shine is going to look like after you're finished with your 5th or 6th coat of regular polish. So you should have a good shine on there before you start using parade gloss. Alright, then same thing, just a little bit of water, barely any at all. We want a parade gloss. And parade gloss is a little bit shinier because it's got a little bit of silicone in the polish, so it's going to give it a nice shine, and it's actually runs a little bit smoother too. So same thing, you're going to take about that much polish, not too much at all, apply it right on the toe of the boot. You're just going to move around small circles again. And this, whenever I do this one, I just try and put the polish on as quick as I can, so that quickly and evenly as I can, and then you're just going to move it back down the side, just keep polishing, and it'll look really, really dull while you're doing it. Like this is, you're doing that right over the top of the polish with parade gloss, so it's going to look dull again, but it will shine up really well. Just keep going I just start from the bottom up so you don't ever forget to get the bottom, because sometimes you'll just polish so much on the toe, you'll forget to do the sides. Same thing, just working around the sides. Keep shining this around the sides and working your way up to the top of the toe. And it's going to be the same technique as regular polish. You're just going to do small counterclockwise circles all the way around the boot. Work your way up to the toe. And same thing, you just keep doing this until you start developing a shine. Alright, so once you finished up with the layer of parade gloss over the top of your other layers, you're going to go to a shine that looks pretty much like that. That's after one layer of parade gloss and only a couple base coats of regular shoe polish. And this is what we started with. So you can kind of see the comparison. It doesn't take too long at all. It's going to take about, to get to this point, maybe 20 minutes per boot. And if you're doing the heel and toe while the other one's drying, then it's gonna take a lot, or it'll cut down the amount of time that you have to spend on it. Next thing is you want to make sure, for tips for actually after you've made the shine, all you're going to do is you're going to use each week, I'd say maybe put one more coat on there, and you're going to use the same thing, just plain cotton ball, use parade gloss, don't use the regular polish anymore, you don't really need it, just a tiny bit of water. And once you finish your shine, you don't need to buff it, you don't need to use a buffing cloth on it. You just want to make sure that whenever you're finishing the shine on the parade gloss, you start moving in bigger circles, and that's going to make the entire coat smooth instead of having those little swirls. The other thing is, don't use a cotton ball with water to clean it off or anything, because that's going to leave water splotches and it'll collect dirt as well, and it'll dull the shine on your boot. Then finally, what we're going to do is we're going to use just a regular cotton ball. You can get the rest of the water in there, and all you're going to do for this is just to look along the edge right here. There's going to be like dirt and stuff in there. You just pinch the side of the cotton ball to where it gets kind of a corner, put it in there, and you're just going to clean it out like that. And you just, all it's going to do is just clean the dirt out of the side of there. You get a little bit of dirt on the side, you can tell from the cotton ball. Clean off the edge, and then you can use a cotton ball, or you can use like a rag for the side of the shoe. And you're just going to clean the dirt off of there. And normally what you do after this is you would, after you've cleaned the edge here, you dry it off with another rag. So you would dry this whole section, and you do this all the way around the boot, and you just make careful not to mess up the polish right here on the toe or on the heel. And then you take edge dressing, which you can just buy in a store, and apply edge dressing to the side of your boot. Never put edge dressing on here because it'll ruin the boot. You'll never get a good shine. And that's all you have to do. You just put edge dressing on the side. It's going to make the whole thing one color and makes your boot look good. That's it.